the shackle.
So, Kelda, this is how your quest ends. Everyone that you've been protecting, captured or dead.
I can offer you something you want.
And what would that be?
Power.
To the death, then.
Now this is a fight.
You are the only one who can save Valhalla.
We have an agreement then.
Yes, Korok. We agree.
And I have a plan.
We're all gonna die.
What's wrong with this guy?
Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time, and here, hold on one second. As you can see, we are going to be doing some reading tonight. Here, hold on a moment. I'm gonna get some background music going. Here, hold on. All right. I think that works. Okay, and here, hopefully I sound good. I was adjusting the volume on my microphone, making sure that was going to work okay. Hey everybody, hello, welcome tonight. Happy Wednesday to you all. As I mind the vehicles passing by, I am Ryan, aka Tales of Valhalla, or you can call me Tails. Welcome to the stream, everybody, tonight. Well, tonight I'm doing pivoting on top of pivoting because there are more leaks tonight when it comes to Heroscape Age of Annihilation. And it's not just the rulebook, there is also something I didn't type in the description. There's also an event that happened in Kentucky. It's for game store like distributors and such. And we got some photos from that. I think much thanks to Tommy, who was posting some of these photos on Facebook. So I got them. We'll go through those as well if we got time tonight, or I might save it for Sunday. We'll see. But primarily tonight, we're going to look at the Age of Annihilation rulebook that leaked out. Just leaks happen. It's like Renegade can't stop the leaks. They just can't stop the leaks. They need to get a new plumber. I think their plumbing is just probably atrocious. There are just leaks everywhere. But anyway, had a fun time reading last Sunday through all the stat cards and stuff, and I am planning to do. I got good views, got a lot of comments. I got a few comments from people. Thank you so much. And what I'm planning to do is I'm going to segment each time, each card I read through as its own little video, so people can spend, if they don't have like 2 hours to go through everything, you know, I can do segmented videos of each initial thought of those cards and my thoughts. And I'm sure my thoughts will change on them over time, but those are my initial thoughts, and I'm glad to look through them. Hey, I'm as new and exploring just like all you are. But anyway, this came out, I think this came out like a day or two ago through online. I'm not exactly sure where this actually filtered out from, but it got into my computer, so we're going to take a look through it. This looks like it's going to be the rulebook for the master set. So that is the guess, at least, because it's all where all the photos are taking place. So let us take a look and see what this is all about. And link description below. You should have a link for an available download for this as well, if you'd like to look at it yourself. But let's just look at the artwork first. I mean, not bad artwork. Like the polar bears. Like the polar bears. And there's Raylan, the Kyrie warrior, who is totally not mind shackled. And then the Admiral is here. Not bad. Like I said, the artwork isn't bad. Is it as good as what we used to have? I mean, that's subjective, I guess. I mean, this fellow here, I just like to call him Walking Plant Death. You see all the mushrooms and stuff there. Alright, now let's read this introduction first. I'm sorry, I might have to move my microphone here so I can get a better look at this. Here, okay. Sorry for the... Okay, hopefully you all can still hear. Should be able to hear still well. Alright, introduction. Your journey has taken you to the ancient planet of Valhalla, in a distant sector of the galaxy. That's something new. In a distant sector of the galaxy. Valhalla is a world that does not have cars driving by me every 5 minutes. Sorry. Valhalla is a world that once was serene and untroubled by strife. A place of varied landscapes, it features lush forests and commanding mountain ranges, stark deserts, and boundless oceans that hold the secrets of millennia. In a universe so ancient, basically. In a universe overcome by unrest, Valhalla seemed a sanctuary of peace, but that was before an asset of unimaginable value was discovered, the wellsprings. Like the most glittering treasure of gold or gems, these magical fountains were coveted. The wellsprings bestowed mighty powers on whomever partook of their crystal clear waters. The first mysterious wellspring was discovered by Thorman, a Kiri native to Valhalla. Thorman drank the waters of that first wellspring and found himself becoming stronger in body and mind. His wings grew as massive as those of a condor. He gained mystical clairvoyant powers, and he remained youthful even as time passed. Yet Thorman soon realized that in order to retain these powers, he had to continue to drink of the wellsprings often. And as he returned again and again, the frightening visions set in. Sometimes gifts of great value ironically come with a high price, and so it was with the wellsprings. For Thorman and the other Kiri who drank of them were tortured with horrifying visions of strange warring armies on Valhalla. Thorman saw battles involving warriors and creatures not only from other worlds, but from other eras. Wanting no part of what he saw, Thorman relinquished his wellspring's power. But the evil Kiri Utgar was only emboldened by the might of the wellsprings and undeterred by their visions. As the Denzians of Valhalla came to know those with the wellspring's power as Valkyrie, an evolved species of terrible strength. Utgar's nefarious ambition grew. His own tribe was not enough. He craved to rule alone over all of Valhalla, obliterating the other Kiri tribes as necessary. This relentless thirst for absolute power pulled all of the Valkyrie into a war that spread across every region of the planet. As this apocalyptic war on Valhalla raged and its scale expanded, the Valkyrie used the power of the Wellsprings as astral portals to travel across time and space, enabling them to gather warriors from different worlds and epochs, bringing them together on Valhalla to wage war. Today, an eternal war rages across Valhalla. It is the bloody contest between the galaxy's mightiest warriors, monsters, heroes, and villains, collected from all time and space to decide the ultimate fate of our universe. All right, well, wow, okay. I'm going to just talk a little bit about what I just read here. Now, based on what I know from Heroscape lore, most of this is pretty on point. Most of it is pretty on point. I like the mention of Thorman. Maybe that means we might get a Thorman faction sometime in the future. We'll see. But there was, let's see here, there was something, there's just something that interests me about describing Valhalla. I think that they kind of differentiate this Valhalla from like the Norse mythology Valhalla, because I believe in the Norse mythology Valhalla, even though I'm not the lore master, I'm not Jeremy, but I believe this to be the case. In the Norse mythology, Valhalla is the Norse version of heaven, or the Viking version of heaven, but it's where constant battles happen. That's what heaven was to them. It was a place where you could fight eternally. So having this this setting to where it was a place that used to be just always peace and never war, I don't know, I just find that interesting. I'm not disagreeing with it. I mean, you can do whatever you want for backstory, and I believe that's how it was initially in the original Heroscape, in the original Heroscape lore as well. But I just found that interesting to note in my head. Now, anything else that stood out to me? I mean, like I said, Thorman is pretty on point. His backstory, pretty on point. And I'm glad they mentioned him, so they're not omitting him. So maybe we'll see a faction of him sometime in the future. I love some of the wording in here when Utgar is emboldened by the might of the Wellsprings and undeterred by their visions. So, you know, desiring power, and really when someone is evil, or, you know, the unlawful, they become emboldened by weakness, you know, by the weakness of who they consider a threat. And so yeah, I like the term and use of that word. Let's see. Yeah, I like this. His own tribe was not enough. He craved to rule alone. So he means to wipe out anyone else who might stand against him. Any other Valkyrie. That's a tough chore. So that will require a lot of army. That's why he's got majority of armies there. But yeah, it's I'd say it's pretty standard introduction, and it gives a good take on everything so far. All right, basic game guide. talk about basic. I don't know if I'm going to read through all of this. I've got the cards. Alright, let's see here. Welcome to... Okay. And before we start with this, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube, because I didn't get a YouTube notification. I don't even know. Let me see. I'm just double checking real quick. Let's see here. Okay. Everything... Okay. It looks good. Looks good. So... I think everything is streaming okay. So we can continue. All one of us watching. It's like I think some people come on and just be like, "Oh yeah, we've already seen and heard this, so you know, why bother staying." It's fine because all it is just basically there's no scenarios because I've already skimmed through this a little bit. It's just talking about the gameplay, which is fine for those who don't know and who are being introduced into the game. Let's take a look at pictures and stuff. Okay, welcome to Heroscape. Okay, wait. Let me do this again. Okay. Alright. Basic game guide. Let's start. Okay, welcome to Heroscape. And I think they said that everything looks, there doesn't seem to be too many typos or anything like that, so that's good. Whether you're a new player gathering your first army or a veteran returning to the table, the world of Valhalla issues you a glorious welcome. Heroscape is a war game, meaning you will assemble troops and battle your opponent for the fate of the land and its people. The book will explain to you the rules of both the basic game, a lower complexity version of Heroscape, and the master game in which the full powers of your figures are unleashed. So yeah, so they're doing the basic side again, and then the advanced master side, which majority of us Heroscapers, we don't play the basic side. The basic side is just there. You might play the basic side just to get started and then never play it again. So I guess it has a use, but usually we play the master side. Let's see here. Okay, if you want to know more about the world of Valhalla and characters you find within this box, look to the Battlefields and Scenarios book. So it's going to be a separate book. That's interesting. So, because it used to be to where, you know, everything was in one book, but now they have the Battlefields and Scenarios in a separate book. That book needs to leak out. Who has that book? Who has copies of that book? Digital copies of the book? Let's leak it out. That will bring some discussion and probably have me go on stream again. So that is interesting. Also within the book the components list for this box. Okay, so it gives all the components lists and stuff. All right. And many exciting narrative scenarios to explore on your way to mastery of the game. Good luck, General. Remember always, battle is brutal, but games are meant to be fun. Yes. Take everything in stride. Okay, objective, create a battlefield, choose your army, battle your opponent to win. Be the first to achieve your Sernow's victory objective. Okay, and I like the cards. I mean, I think these cards, I know they're basic. I know they're basic card. You know, they're not what we used to have, but they're kind of growing on me. You know, it's like early in the scale of things, the cards aren't that important. I get it. I get the gripes, but it's not that important as long as the stats are there. That's what's important. Alright, so basic game. Let's see here, you've chosen to be player 1, you've taken 4 army cards. These 4, depending on what the point value is for that. Or are they doing do they do points for text? I'll have to look closer on that. But it's basically okay. Your basic game scenarios. And we'll just look at your collector info number 3. Book tells you where the figures are from in the world of Heroscape, which set they came in, and their number within that set. Interesting. Okay, basic game guide for this. Alright, moving up. You must count 3 spaces for your Frostcrop Paladin to move up to this ledge. Once for each new level, and 1 for moving on to a new space. What is the movement in this anyway? I'm moving to 5 on basic side. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can move 4, 5, 2 if I wanted to. Okay, so explaining moves. So a lot of this is what was in like the original, like Rise of the Valkyrie and Storm of the Morrow Master set. You know, moving up, basic movement, moving down. And what else? Oh, look, there's Raylan. Moving a double space figure. Moving onto water. When you move into a water space, you must stop after moving only 2 spaces. Yep, you stop immediately, unless there's some ability. Then moving out of water, moving it from water space, from adjacent land space, you must count 2 spaces. Yep. So all the rules pretty basic. Let's see here. Raylan, Kiri Warrior, move 6 spaces, front and first. Notice that Raylan counts the side of the land space when moving from the water space. Her move ends across the water on 2 land spaces. Yeah, okay. So, all basic informations here. So I'll just skim this since we got a lot to look at tonight. Wait, no, this isn't. Okay, some figures like Zenithrax and Raylan take up 2 spaces. But Zenithrax is a dragon, and it takes up more than 2 spaces. Its tail takes up a space too, and I think we're going to find that. Let's see, range and line of sight. So, yeah, all basic stuff. Rakshot, Steward of Death, against Killian Vane. Yeah, and then we got the dice roll stuff. Yeah, those minis. It's just a new era. The Knave of Silmer Scimitar. The Knaves. So again, basic stuff. Okay, and then we get to the Master Game Guide. So, I guess, I mean, based on what I've seen here, like I said, I'm just browsing initially. I'm not reading too much because it's just the basic game guide stuff. I was just looking to see if anything stood out to me, and it just looks like how it should be, which is great. So yeah, that's looking at basic game guide. Let's move on to, let's do Master Game Guide. All right, I'm gonna read through some of this. Okay, in the Master Game, your army figures get serious with special powers and special rules for moving and battling. Because of their extra strength and powers, these warriors can't be defeated so easily. As a Valkyrie general, your mission is to gather a well-balanced army, lead them boldly into battle, and wage war strategically to conquer the enemy. Good luck. May the best Valkyrie general win. Game components, see page 1 of Battlefields and Scenarios book for a list of components. Again, Battlefield and Scenarios book. We need it. We need it. How much are you willing to bet that the Battlefields and Scenarios book is gonna leak sometime in the next 5 months? You know, before everything's released in August. How much you want to bet? Because if this leaked, the other one's got to be out there somewhere. Okay. Object. Create a battlefield. Choose your army. Fight in the battle of all time to win. Be first to achieve your victory objective. Yep. First time players. If this is your first time playing the Master Game, we recommend that you set up the first map shown in the Battles and Scenarios book. So okay, just, you know, there's more books. There's more books, which is fine. I don't mind more books. Although the no Thorman journal entry is kind of like, ugh, but it's okay. I'll get over it. Hopefully they do more Thorman's journal entries in the future. You know, set those up because those are fun. And we're still reading through those. That's the lore. All right, getting ready to play Master Game, set up Battlefield, playing as a team. Yep, different ways to play. Playing with multiple master sets or expansion sets. We need more. I can't believe when this game was released back in 2004. I mean, I'm 41 now, at that time when it was released. What? It's okay. Yeah, because it's 2024, right? My gosh. It's 2024. I'm 41. So I was 21, 22 years old when Heroscape was first released out to the world. My gosh. Crazy. I wonder what the next 20 years are going to be. Okay, about the army cards. In this game, you use the master game side of army cards. And let's see here. Yep. Choose an era. But the points are important. Let's see here. For master game scenarios, you can use a preset army or a pre-made army, or you can draft an army. These 3 ways of gathering an army are explained below. Let's see here. Army card colors. In the master game, the complexities of characters and their allegiances are on full display. Therefore, your army can include army cards of mixed colors. Yes, they can. Using a preset army, some scenarios specify the armies to use. As in the basic game, you choose which preset army you want to control. After choosing your army, place your army cards in front of you, then place your figures in the battlefield where shown in the scenario. Using a pre-made army, experienced players know exactly which armies they want based on the scenario, the points cost, there we go, their favorite figures, and other factors. If both players agree, they may both supply custom pre-made armies with points cost totals equal to them or less to the scenario's point cost limit. If you've already chosen or brought along your army, place your cards in front of you. Then players roll 20-sided dice, see who places their army on the battlefield first. Reroll ties. Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't know that was a rule, or is that a new rule? I think it's because it's like with EscapeCon, we just add the stuff on and then roll for initiative. But I guess this might be a thing. When you roll 20 dice, first you roll 20-sided die to see who places their army on the battlefield first, and then re-roll. Or let's see here. Interesting. If you are combining sets and playing with 3 or more players, unless stated otherwise. Okay. Yeah, okay. They're just going through. Look, there's wreck shot. Nice little display of everything here. Point cost. The cost of drafting this army card and this figures into your army. 100 points. The points are important. And here's Master Game Guide. Look, there's the vine glyphs too. Alright, so you're drafting an army. Drafting an army is fun, especially when you have a certain website where you can digitally start, drafting your armies and seeing what points they are and how many you can use. It's convenient. Heroscaper.org. Okay, for 2-player game. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. Drafting armies. This is one thing I like about the game. There's many ways to begin playing the game and assembling your armies. Whether it's pre-made, preset, or drafting. And you got your order markers. Purple order markers are kind of, I think they're like bluish violet purple type of order markers. And blue markers and dice. There's a little bit different. I'm still a fan of. I love my wound tokens. I love my wound tokens, and my glyphs. Let's see here. Round of play. The round marker track. In the Battlefield Scenarios book, yeah, there's that track. Yep. Which we really don't use during like EscapeCon type tournaments because it's like kind of can go through rounds without it, but you know, it's there. Alright, and then just how it's done. Placing order markers, the X order markers, and sometimes even the X order marker has, you know, things that you can do with it. Roll for initiative. On your turn, I'm just skimming through this. Just seeing if there's anything that stands out to me. Let's leave a comment what stands out to you. You may. Then I'll point it out here. Reveal your order marker always. Move figures represented by your army card optional. You can choose to move or not to move. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Check move value, order movement for squads, passing or landing on other figures. Hey, unhinged man-child. How are you doing tonight, sir? I haven't talked to you in a little while. Sometimes I view your streams, but a lot of times I'm like, I try to view everybody's streams, and it's just so hard sometimes. This beast, you mean this book? Well, you can access this rulebook. It's a rulebook. It's not Battlefield and Scenarios. Apparently, that's going to be a separate book now. But I do have a link in the description below of my YouTube channel where you can. There should be a link to access this and download it for you yourself to view. But yeah, nice to see you, sir. All right, Master Game Guide. So I'm moving up, and so we're just going through the movement spaces. And I like how they're using like all the miniatures around here. Height limit for moving up. Yep. So you only can move so much. And falling. Okay, I'm going to read that in a second. But moving up, moving down. And it can be just one as long as it's, you know, within their height. Let's see. I just want to read this because like the falling damage stuff is fun. If the drop is 10 or more levels greater than the figure's height, it is considered a major fall. And you must then roll 2 additional dice for a total of 3 dice. For each skull you roll, 1 wound marker for the figure's army card. Okay. Let's see. Not who's managed to say, doing great. Always appreciate you stopping by. Just listening to your thoughts while cleaning. Okay. Cleaning the house. Yeah. I was cleaning. I actually like packed up a huge terrain set that I built for my son like a few days ago, but now it was time to clean it up, and I put it all like away in a box. You know, building stuff up and then tearing it down, it takes time. It takes a good amount of time for that. All right, let's see here. If the drop is 20 levels or more than the figure's height, it is considered an extreme fall. You must roll a 20-sided die. If you roll a 19 or 20, the figure survives without taking any falling damage. If you roll a 1 or 18, the figure is destroyed. Yeah. Oh, fun times. Yeah, I know Rye Guy wrote a story on that. Nice short story on that, which we have read, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Okay, falling rules do not apply if the figure falls into a water space. That's interesting. The figure can fall into a water space from any level without being wounded. Well, you know, actually, I question that. What if it's a really extreme high? You could still hurt yourself falling into the water if you're extremely high. But anyway, I digress. Figures that can fly never fall. Yes. Let's see. When you move Dorum, the bulkhead brawler, down from this 5-level cliff, you must roll 1 attack die for the fall because the cliff is equal or higher than his height of 4. You don't roll a skull. If you don't roll a skull, so Dorum the brawler is safe. Yeah, okay. You rolled a shield, so you're safe. Interesting. And then we got the moving out to water. If you move on, then you stop. When it comes to normal rules, moving out of water, and this is where like a pirate is zigzagging. So why is the rum always gone? That's the meme I posted when someone was talking about that. because like this, and I don't even know. And this is a okay. Are the knaves are pirates, right? Hello, Roguescaper. How you doing, Josiah? Tonight, I'm just reading through this game guide. Even though it's just the rules of stuff, it's basically reading what we already know already. But you know, looking at the nice pictures, the sparkly water tiles that we're all gonna get. You know, we're getting Wellspring tiles too, but these are sparkly water tiles. I think we failed to mention the fact that that's all we're getting anymore is the sparkly water tiles, and yes, you know that's just value right there. It's like, yeah. All right, moving double space figure. We should all know how to move a double space figure. And Raylan. Let's see here, and then the bears. I can't wait to get my hands on that figure. Even though it was pointed out to me that it's a shame that yes, Raylan is riding this beast, but on her stat card, you know, there's not even like some type of maybe chomp ability or rush ability, nothing pertaining to the beast really. I mean, you know, it's so that is kind of a missed opportunity. I mean, so it looks good. It's a good miniature, but besides that, as far as abilities go, you know, so, and I think even the bears, yeah, the bears, Roguescaper. I don't know if this is a reference you're referring to, but when you say that, I think of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and that takes me back. But yes, the bears, or more like Knight Irene. And again, as far as like storytelling is concerned, if I would ever have Knight Irene in like future seasons of Tales of Valhalla, I would make it to like comedy to where I have another character like kind of fall in love with her, but she is so angry all the time that the character might write like poetry or serenade or something, and it just makes her even more angry. I think that would be funny. I think that would be funny. Okay. Moving up onto a low overhang. So we're talking about overhangs. So it talks about overhangs here. Zenithrax. Oh, look at Zenithrax. Oh my goodness. Moving under an overhang if you can. Notice the knave on the left can move under this overhang, but the Frostcop Paladin on the right cannot. So it just depends. It depends on the miniature. Let's see, Zenithrax moves into tight quarters. You can't move into this chasm because she is too big. Her wings and tails prevent... And tails. She's got plural tails. Zenithrax is too big. Yep, for sure. Yeah, oh my goodness. Where are we going to store this miniature? Because I don't think you can take her wings off. It'd be one cool thing if you could take her wings off, but I don't think you can. And how... I mean, I have an idea how I'm going to store her, but oh my goodness. Like I said, I hope these miniatures don't break easy. They shouldn't, but you know. Okay, some figures block spaces, so technically, I mean, she is a 2-space miniature. Yeah, Zenithrax is a shelf piece for sure. But Roguescaper, you gotta understand. I mean, and you have young kids, so you can kind of understand. But for my 5-year-old, he touches everything. Like, I gotta keep everything up because and it's not that he doesn't understand. He understands he shouldn't touch things. He doesn't care. So I have to really keep everything out of his hands until he gets old enough and mature enough to understand that he's got to keep his hands off on some things. I hope it comes soon. I hope it comes soon, but bless his heart, you know, he's the type of personality that he's got to, which isn't a terrible thing. When he gets older, I'm sure it'll be beneficial for him to want to experience and hold on to things and really study things. But for right now, not going to break Dad's things. Okay, but I like this, how this rule is, you know, for like this tail, the tail's sticking out. And so you kind of occupy a space, you know, that Zenithrax is in. let's see here then. Yeah, just leave an engagement and adjacency rules. So that's all covered. Like I said, nothing is really, when browsing through this, nothing is really standing out to me as being off. It just looks like your basic rules with addition to what's being provided for the game. And I think some people pointed some stuff out, but like I said, as for me, nothing too much. Everything looks like, I mean, nothing standing out to me is being spelled wrong. Of course, I could be just missing it. Alright, let's see here. Engage figures, attacking around other figures, line of sight. Alright, let me just read this real quick. Let me see what it's like, what it says for line of sight here. To attack a target figure, your figure must be able to see it from its location. Line of sight is an imaginary straight line between your attacking figure's target point and the target figure's hit zone, which are shown on the figure's army cards. The target point is the green dot on the attacking figure, and the hit zone is the red area of the target figure. Unlike range, line of sight has nothing to do with the spaces on the battlefield. To determine if there is a clear line of sight, check the target point and the hit zone. Then get behind your figure. I'm sorry, I need a drink. Then get behind your figure and look to see if its target point can see any part of the target figure's hit zone. If so, there is a clear line of sight. Okay. Adjusting figures. Players may only touch or move their own figures and may do so only on their own turns. For example, you cannot adjust your figure out of line of sight during an opponent's turn. That is cheating. Let's see here. Range and line of sight. So it gives... This is just basically, I mean, it's what, it's what's needed for those who, need to be introduced in the game. And also good refreshers for all of us, really. Height advantage, special powers, and special attacks, glyphs. Set up an attack, roll the dice to attack, resolve the attack, unsuccessful attack, or, as we like to call it, a whiff, successful attack, life, squads, and life. Yep, squad figures have only 1 life each and do not track wounds the same way heroes do. When a successful attack is made against a squad figure, and see, this is explained well. It's explained well. That figure is destroyed and placed on its army card. Do not add wound markers to squad army cards. Don't do it. Do not do it. No. No. Some squad figures, though, have more than 1 life each because we have bears that have 2 lives on them. When these figures take 1 or more wounds, place the wound marker next to their figure on the battlefield to keep track. So that's how you would do that. But we need the mini ones now. We need the mini order markers. Where are our mini, or not mini order markers, we need our mini wound tokens. Renegade. Mini wound tokens. We had them before. They showed them before. I don't know why you couldn't make them now. I'm gonna complain if we don't get them. Small critique, but still. Destroying a common figure when your army includes 2 or more of the same army card. Okay, follow this rule when a common figure is destroyed. Excuse me for managing something. Okay. Alright. And example 20, an attack. You roll 2 skulls, your opponent rolls no shields, again called a whiff. I'm learning the lingo here, Alright, Zenithrax, seriously wounded, which we might see a lot of that. Ending a round, ending the battle, scoring. In cases where scoring is necessary, each player or team scores points for each army card with figures still on the battlefield. Refer points value on the card. Right. And I think it's points then adjusted to what wound markers are like around heroes and such. And yeah. If a hero has no wound markers on its army card, your score points equal to its full points value. If there are any wound markers on the hero's army card, you will score partial points. Divide the figure's points value by its life value to determine how much each wound costs in points. These are for all you math whizzes out here, which I am not. I need a calculator. These wound marker points will reduce the total points scored for this figure. Yeah, these are important things if you want to get in the tournament scene too. Glyphs. The powers of each glyph are described in the battlefield and scenario book, which we do not have currently. Again, it can leak anytime. I don't mind. Alright, special powers, special attacks. Minimum 0, what's this? Some special powers glyphs are the game rules, may subtract dice from an attack or defense roll. Oh, okay. Remove results or otherwise lower the roll. No roll can contain less than 0 dice or result in a number that is less than 0. Interesting. Clear sight spaces when a figure is destroyed. Stealth flying. Conflicting special powers. If a special power contradicts the core rules, that special power's rules override the core rules in that instance. Interesting. If two special powers contradict each other, cannot overrides may. Okay. Interesting. For example, if one figure's special power says it cannot be moved, and another figure's special power says it may, or simply does, move another figure, the figure that cannot be moved overrides any special power that says otherwise. That's interesting. That's something to keep in mind. Alright. Let's see here. Flying and overhangs. Onto the welcome knife flies out from under the overhang and onto the top, ignoring the extra spaces for elevation. Interesting. Okay. Okay, figures can ascend overhangs while flying, but cannot pass through the bottom of them. Gotcha. Okay, interesting. Using multiple master sets or expansion sets. Again, plan for the future. Unique army cards with the same name, marking your figures. What's next? Okay, so that's it for the master set. Yay! And what's next? Level up your experience with the battle for the Wellspring Battle Box. Boom boom. Includes 6 new figures, new Wellspring water terrain pieces, and 4 new scenarios. So you got scenarios for this. You got 9 scenarios for the master set, and you have more jungle trees, which we can never have enough of, I think. And so yeah, that's wave 1. That's wave 1, guys. Okay, more artwork here. You know, it's not bad. You know, I'll take it. I'll take it. And again, these armored bears remind me of the Golden Compass books, not the movies. I know there was a Golden Compass TV show. I think is Dark Materials. I haven't seen that show, but I'm just talking about the book specifically. And it just reminds me, Armored Bears reminds me of Golden Compass so much. And then credits. We credit for Heroscape. Yeah, there's Lee Huff there. Let's see here, design and development, just 3. Scenario design. Let's see here, the illustrators. So we got 2 illustrators and regular illustrators. Unreal Studio Works. Got to check out Unreal Studio Works, I think. As far as illustrators, graphic designer, additional art and design, production artist, sculptors, editor, original Heroscape design to Stephen Baker, Rob DeVio, if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering names. And Craig Van Ness. Yes, that credit goes to them. Original Age of Annihilation game design, Craig Van Ness, Ben Harris. Adam Tar, Rod Phelps, Don Zimmerman, Tanner Harlow, Nathan Spear, Kevin Dolly. All those guys. I'm sorry for butcher names, but I applaud you guys. Cheers for this water. Exactly. Additional consulting. Adam Tar, Don Zimmerman, and all the playtesters. And a lot of these names I kind of recognize, like Tommy Adams. Let's see here, a lot of bishops there. But anyway, thank you everybody who did the play tests. I know for some of you it was grueling. Ryan Haggerty there, Ben Harris. See anyone else I recognize here? Chris Perkins, Rod Phelps. Yes, thank you to everybody who was a playtester here. And Hasbro credits. So see, Hasbro is still kind of involved in this. Renegade Game Studios, President and Publisher Scott G. Finance Controller, Robin G. Vice President, Leisha. Senior Vice President, Producer RPGs. Yeah, just they're all there. Wonderfully done. Small company. Still a relatively small company, I think, Renegade, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And so that is the rulebook. Let's bring it back up here. Now, normally that would end the stream, but we have additional stuff. So here, hold on one second. Let me just get something real quick here. Just want to see something. Here, hold on. Okay, so now these next leaks come from the GAMA Expo, and this took place in Louisville, Kentucky. Actually, it's not too. It's about just 3 hours from me, actually. And this was a convention, I believe, for like game distributors, game store owners. So not exactly for the typical public, but there was some Heroscape stuff there. So we're gonna take a look at that. Yeah, let's bring that up here. Hold on. Boom. So we got some images here. Thanks again to Tommy Adams, who posted these on Facebook. I don't know if he was the first one who leaked them, but that's who I pulled them from. So look at these boxes. So Heroscape terrain system, and I don't think that it's an empty box. But this is the box that we will eventually see. And look at, I just want one of those magazines. Okay, and we have the miniatures here. There is Raylan. Nice. Actually, that's not a bad. That's a good photo. Look at the detail of that. Wow. If that's what we're getting, if that's what the painted looks like, that's not bad. Now I don't know if these tiles are the new terrains or not. But that's not bad. Okay, let's take a look at close-ups, because someone got good resolution on these images. Now, I mean, this isn't a bad paint job for Xenothrax. I just don't, the purple wings, I don't know. I might just want to get, like, unpainted sometime in the future just so I can paint my own version of Xenothrax. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, Roguesaber says they look a lot better than Rulebook pictures looked like for sure. Yeah. What we got initially. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. I mean, and this is somewhat good quality here. I know it gets a little blurry here. As you actually can see, like, this is a clear image here because it's kind of looking at the box as well, the master set box. And wait a second. Look at that master set box. There is a flap. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but there is a flap. That means a flap you can open up and see everything inside. I kind of like that. That's just the kid in me. I kind of like that. All right. Okay, let's look. Okay. Wow, look at that. Look at that pack on that bear. Okay. So I think, see, the better resolution I think is maybe right. Oh no, still kind of fuzzy. Oh, do we got a Drake Alexander or do we have a Drake Alexander? Wow. Okay. Okay, all these are kind of blurry, but again, sparkly water tile. Okay, these are sparkly water tiles here, so these might be the new terrains here. There's definitely new sparkly water tiles there. But yeah, nothing I can really zoom in on. Not the best resolution here. But yeah, lots of miniatures there. Yeah, Frostcop Paladins look like I did in high school, carrying all my books. Okay, wow. Okay, so they have basically both sets of miniatures here. Yeah, okay, again, resolution is kind of blurry on these. Let's see here. But still not bad. Okay, now we got some close-ups. Look at these guys. Yeah, the detail on these, that's a good wash too. That's a good wash. Wow, look at these guys. Armored bears. Wait, I'm just gonna look up here. Yeah, the paint jobs on these are the backside of Admiral here. Yeah, that's really nice. That is really nice. I like that a lot. Yeah, and just the further you go, I think there's knaves. Yeah. Bears. Yeah, okay, wait, let's send. Wow. Yeah, just look at that. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. And then there's my Bonnie. And then this, so this is what the unpainted looks like. The unpainted still looks nice with its wash, although I kind of question the base here. So I'm guessing this is more like a prototype because yeah, is this what the bases are going to look like then? If it's an unpainted base, are the bases are just going to be flat gray as well? They're not going to be brown? I'm wondering. But besides that, this is still a lot of detail to Bonnie. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might just get like a colored version and then an unpainted version and do something with her when it comes to stop motion animating to where because I'm going to have her phase in and out in certain realms if I would use her to animate with her, and maybe her phase out position would be that she's gray, and then when she gets back to like reality or a present moment, then she gets colorized again. I can do that. That would be fun. That'd be fun to take advantage of the fact, of unpainted stuff. Add some, do practical as much as possible and add in some special effects. But yeah, that's a lot of nice detail. I like her a lot. Okay, is this the same photograph? No, it's a different photograph. Okay. Again, Raylan. Okay, again, these are mobiles here. Okay. Again, just a lot of good detail on these. Alright, and then you got the cards. Now, someone was saying that these could be prototype cards. Like I said, as long as it shows what it needs to show, I mean, I'm good with it, whatever they give us. Yeah, there you are. I'm good. I mean, at least they're, they're the basic shape of what the OG cards used to be, so I'm good with that. It's okay. I'll take that hit. I'll take that hit. All right. And there's my Thea Bonnie. Good shot. Good shot. Killian Vane. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I mean, the animated, artwork, okay. I'll take the artwork. We can always do like custom cards where it shows where it's the picture of the mini. We can always do that. Hit zone. Yeah. Onshu. Die Wilkenai. Kita. Yeah, not bad. So, and we've already gone through these cards before on Sunday, so I'm just gonna skim through them. All right, now let's see. Do get to see the inside of these magazines. Let's just take a quick look here. Probably gonna read through all of this. All right. Bring adventure to your store. So these are just for the stores. Table of contents. It's a lot of pages. See your store promotional opportunities. Age of Annihilation Master Set. Master Set Premium Painted. Wellspring Battle Box. Wellspring Premium Painted. Premium Painted. Organized Play. Organized Play Casual Breakdown. Organized Play Competitive Breakdown. If anybody wants to see these photographs, I did post them on in the ToV Discord. If you just want to go there, I have them, there for you to download and look at if you want to. From this event, see Organized Play, Casual, Competitive, Tournament, Heroscape Launch Tournament. It's like 2. Okay, that's the first typo type thing I've seen so far. Renegade retail store information and sign up. Yep, and there's the sign up link. So this is the pitch. This is Renegade's pitch. Welcome to an established and growing community of gamers into your store by supporting Heroscape. Players assemble their armies with highly detailed pre-constructed miniatures, craft their battlefield through a fully modular terrain system, and clash in epic confrontations of strategy. With a community-driven experience, accessible gameplay mechanics, and comprehensive organized play support from launch, this is a game made for stores. Bookmark this Heroscape page dedicated to everything game retailers need to know. This page will be updated regularly with the latest Heroscape retailer information. Boom. Alright. Competitive breakdown. No, I think we're skipping pages, but that's okay. Because I think I have these all mixed up. But it's alright. So this is technically not in order. I apologize. I'm just going to the next one and the next one. Competitive breakdown, store championships, world championship, Gen Con 2025, store championship, spring 2025, regional championship coming in 2025. Interesting. They're setting these game stores up to do this type of stuff. Local game stores will be able to host their own championship event in April 2025, allowing their players to compete and see who will take the crown of store champion. Store championship events will feature exclusive prizes, and the store champion will earn a guaranteed seat at day 2 of the 22-25 World Championship event. Regional championships will be coming into 2025 at conventions and select game stores. These will be large-scale events and feature exclusive prizes. Top placing players will earn a guaranteed seat at the 2025 World Championship, being allowed to skip the qualifiers. Interesting. Sounds like a golden ticket. Or the golden buzzer. Or maybe you win a golden Raylan. Who knows? 2025 Heroscape World Championship will be a 3-day tournament to crown the world champion. There will be exclusive participation prizes and legendary rewards for top placing players. That's not all that's in store for Heroscape Organized Play. Stay tuned for updates and details. Okay, they plan to go big on this. Casual breakdown, free monthly scenarios. So there you go. More monthly scenarios, because I know someone was mentioning on when something I posted on Facebook. We need more scenarios than just what's going to be given to us in the master set. Well, here we go. Monthly scenarios. There will be monthly scenario releases that players can download and online for casual play and story events. Interesting. Heroscape tournaments. The next kit will support National Heroscape Day celebration tournaments in October 2024. Interesting. So National Heroscape Day will have friendly local game store tournaments, monthly scenarios. Renegade will be providing comprehensive tournament software for players, judges, and event organizers. Better get to it. The software will feature a system where stores may reward players with participation points for playing in events, which they can collect and spend to order prizes online. Now, I don't know if I get into this, because I don't know how much my time would be to do this. I mean, right now for me it's just ScapeCon. But I do have a local game store that is close. If they do this type of stuff, I'll have to see. I'll have to see what I can do. Let's see here. 2024 Wave 1 launch schedule. Okay, promotional support. Yeah, Drake Alexander promo. Display table. Launch pop kit, poster window, and shelf. And checkout counter table topper. A lot of things and stuff. Things and stuff. Yep, there it is, the master set. MSRP 225. And Battle of Wellsprings, MSRP 45. Okay, that's the one that includes unpainted miniatures. Okay. And Grove at Lower's Edge. Now, I don't get this. What does this mean? This box includes jungle trees, underbrush pieces, and one new map. What does that mean? Does that mean it's like a paper map or something to help players build a battlefield using Heroscape terrain system? Yeah, I'm guessing it's just, yeah, that's what it is, like some type of like unfoldable type of paper type map, possibly. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Organized play 2024 2025 roadmap. Launch casual competitive. Yeah, Gen Con 2024. Yeah, with Shiori promo miniature. And we already know a lot of these things. See your exclusive Renegade items. I mean, they gotta, up the promo packs too, because eventually they're gonna run out of AOA stuff. So can't wait to see where we're at next year. And there is a poster. Not gonna lie, I know it's not as grand as what we had originally, when with Avalon Hill, but I'll take it. I mean, this is part of the magazine, but it's not bad. Not bad. And this is Battle in the Desert. This reminds me of my desert scenes from Tales of Valhalla, And there it is. There's the whole setup there. And the pieces. And I think that's it. That's it. So that is looking at everything from that convention. Interesting. And I don't know if any of this is going to be worth like editing and making segments out of. I might just keep this as one because it's basically stuff that technically I've already have seen, but it's still interesting. I mean, I guess overall, my thinking is that I like the fact that the miniatures are looking good. They're looking better. So that makes me want to go after, painted ones even more so. and the organized play, the tournament play in local game stores. This gives a reason for local game stores to thrive. So I'm hoping that this is just a wave that's just going to just keep on going and going for a long time to come. But yeah, I'm pretty good with it, and so we're gonna finish how we started. Age of Annihilation Rulebook. That was what we were looking at first, and the artists and everything. But yeah, if no one has anything else to say, I think I'm gonna shut down for tonight. I know, quick. There's just like an hour's worth of stream, but I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this, and that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm still editing a lot. It took me a lot of time to edit everything that we did last Friday and into segments, because it's really hard to like edit segments from a reaction stream. It really is, because you got to look through everything, because there's really no subject matter that you can like guide yourself to, like on a normal podcast. So I had to pick and choose what I wanted. And I do like the ending, the final thoughts of everything. I think that came together really well. And of course, the contest. Anybody watching, there is a giveaway, contest giveaway for Sir Hawthorne. If you're looking for it, all you have to do is comment on any of the videos associated with last Friday's stream, the Day of Annihilation stream. Or so look that up in the live segment on YouTube, on Tales of Hell YouTube page, and just leave a comment and you'll be entered into that. US addresses only, though, just so you know, because just other countries, I mean, I'm sure I probably could send, but I'm just like, I don't want to like send something out somewhere and then it goes missing or anything like that, and then the person doesn't get the prize. I'd rather keep it to the States where I can have some semblance of control. So but I appreciate everybody. I appreciate support, comments from everybody who gives support, and Patreon supporters as well. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. And if you want to look at it, our Patreon, Tales of Valhalla Patreon, currently trying to grow it. You can enter in for free there, or you can enter in as little as $1 to become a backer or supporter. And I don't think it's on the bottom of this stream, but like for affiliate, to be an affiliate or purchase stuff through Renegade, because I know there's a lot of Heroscape content creators that are doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what I tell you to do? Go to Joe Crazy 3093's YouTube and look for his affiliate link and order Renegade through him to give him some love, and help him out a little bit financially in that aspect. But if you want to help me out, check out my Patreon. I plan to grow that, and there's extra stuff and goodies for you if you so choose to become a backer on Patreon. So check that out. Link in the description below for everything. But with that, I'm going to finish my drink so I can sign myself out. I will bid you all adieu. Oh, one thing I do want to mention, though. I don't know if I'm going to have it ready, but I think on Sunday I'm going to do some skirmishes. I think. And I know eventually NGC released something that I want to do some skirmishes with too. We'll probably do that like later on this month. If not this Sunday, it's probably going to be later on this month that I'm going to do some skirmishes. But the armies that I'm going to do, the 4 army skirmish that I'm choosing to do either this Sunday or later will be Warriors of Ashra, Zedian Guards, Vipers, and Guerrillinators, basically. And they're going to have some heroes with them as well. And all of that is on 200 to 250 points. And so those are the 4 armies that I'm going to have set up against each other. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to have it in time for Sunday. but hopefully in the next few weeks we'll be able to do that skirmish, as well as some NGC stuff as well, separately. So yeah, that's my thoughts for that. But I guess I'll just shut down, because I read through everything, and like I said, nothing like overall. I think nothing has really like turned me off. It's piqued my interest a little bit more, so happy so far. And with that, I thank all of you for watching, and I thank all of you for your support, and we'll see what we do Sunday. We'll see. Maybe there's going to be more stuff leak, and then that's going to take up another stream. We'll see. But with that, thank you. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see all of you next time. Later now. Bye-bye.